Hey, I'm actually live on time for a change. Hey guys. Slight delay in my stream, always good. Let's have a look into that latency. Sorry, I'm just finishing my second dinner. Always wait a few minutes to see if people turn up. There we go. Done. Got to keep your energy levels up. Desk feels a bit busy today for some reason. Not sure why. Maybe because I'm using my new microphone. Ha. Not much to go. Let's see. Like 16, 18. $17. Should be done by about 1 AM. Hey, morning Brick by Brick Creations. How are you, sir? Okay, let's have a look. Thought I'd had a small disaster there and lost the instruction manual. That would not have been good. Luckily, I haven't. It's a bit snug today. Been moving stuff around in this room and it's not quite it's not quite right. Sorry, I'm just checking I've got this right. That's good, right. Should be good, right. I think we can go. I think we can start. No, JC, it's part 4. If you read the title, you'd see that. Anyone who was wondering, JC is still around. I don't remember what's that. Oh, here we go. Bag 16. There we go. Tons of stickers. Put them aside. $6 AM? No. 6 AM is about the time my kids usually wake me up. I love them to bits, but I don't love the time they wake up in the morning. Fingers crossed they will let me have a little bit of a lie-in tomorrow, but I'm not going to hold my breath. A lot of pieces in this one. Oh, JC, I missed you, buddy. This is part 4. It's a good build. I really like it. It's a good set. Really, really enjoyable. Much like Ninjago City, a very, very good build experience. And there's a few things that really surprised me in it as well, which is good. I like it when you build a set and it surprises you. Just a few bits of detail here and there. I think it's gonna. I'm looking forward to having this in the city next to Ninjago City. Let me see. Should probably look on the box to see who these characters are. They don't actually mean a lot to me. Where are we? Mistake. This is carrying a cup of tea. You have to wonder, is it a mistake carrying that cup of tea? Right, just putting the minifigures there for now. I don't have anywhere else to put them. very strong dislike for stickers. Very rarely use them. Well, you'd hate this set then. I think most of the stickers on this though really add to it. Like, you know, obviously it would be great if they were printed, but I think they actually do add a lot of character to the build overall. Like, I agree with you. I've been putting less of the stickers on my sets recently, but there are situations where I think they're good, and I think this is one of those sets where the stickers are justified. Personally, JC, as someone who's built this set, what do you think? Hi Annie. I was saying to JC, it's good to know he's he's still alive. We were really worried because we hadn't heard anything from him. I think we were worried you were working him too hard or something. No, I'm kidding. JC never works hard. You've never purchased a Ninjago set? Oh. I've bought quite a few. I really like them. Since the I hadn't bought any till the movie. Had I? No, I hadn't bought any till the movie, and then I got I actually went the whole hog and bought Ninjago City because I just thought that was such an amazing set. It's been a very long time since I've looked at a Lego set and gone, I love everything about that set. Like, literally, I was watching the video preview that Lego had on the website over and over again. I was just besotted with how good that set was. I mean, building it, it hasn't disappointed. Hasn't disappointed at all. Love it. It was a great build experience, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, the one thing I'm not happy about with it at the moment is the fact that I can't see it because it's behind a stack of boxes. But that should hopefully be fixed soon when I move rooms. I was trying to decide how I'm going to lay the new room. I can't find a piece. It's always annoying when you can't find a piece. Where are you? Gotta be in here somewhere. Gotta be in here somewhere. Gotta be in here somewhere. Oh dear. You're not very helpful, are you, JC, really? Having one of those moments that I can't see a piece. That's always irritating. I'm Star Wars, my daughter is Friends, and my son is Jurassic Park. I have some Star Wars. I will confess, when the first of the reboots came out, I did actually buy all of that lineup because I thought they were really good and original vehicles, but I've been less impressed with the ones that followed. I thought the last Star Wars movie was dreadful, and that so far the vehicles that have been shown for this one are, again, I feel like they're just woefully safe. I don't know, I'm just not loving Star Wars anymore since, yeah, it's just not the same anymore. I mean, I know the prequels that were made were not the most popular things in the world, but I actually really enjoyed them. I thought they were very imaginative and exciting, and lots happened in them. But I think the ones sort of, you know, J.J. Abrams started with were just way too safe. But I did like some of the vehicles in his one, which is good. That's my thoughts. I mean, I'm even at the point where debating if I'm going to go and watch the new one at the cinema. Yeah. No, I know what you mean about stickers, but I think the ones on this, like, there's so many cool stickers on this. Like, look at that. Like, they're like posters. Like, they're really cool. There's a few annoying ones like these ones, but these are all really quite stunning. Also depends what you're going to do with a set too. Is it going to be somewhere where you see a lot of it? The speeder, but oh yeah, they were cool. Which again, people are kind of panning in the trailer, aren't they? About, oh, there's always something for people to moan about. It's quite funny. People are funny things. I thought the Solo, I actually really enjoyed the Solo movie. Like, it was nowhere near as good as Rogue One. Rogue One was just amazing. I thought that was a superb movie. I'd like to see a lot more of that. And I gather that the Mandalorian's a bit kind of darker like that, which is good. That's, I think, very good for Star Wars. A lot of the fan fiction I've read over the years has been kind of on that darker side of things. So I like the new Falcon, actually. I will say I think the new Falcon looks good. I got the Falcon from The Force Awakens, because that was a good Falcon. I mean, I've always wanted a Millennium Falcon and got it at a really good price in a sale over here. So I've always wanted one, and my wife basically insisted that I bought it. So who am I to argue with my wife when she says buy a Lego set? I need to get Disney thingamajig just so I can watch The Mandalorian. I actually want to get it because there's a few older Disney cartoons as well on there and things like that. I assume they're on there. I hope they're on there. They'll be on there one day. Got to introduce my kids to Chip and Dale, which will drive my wife absolutely insane. Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers. I'm not trying to drive her insane. I love that cartoon. It's one I used to really enjoy as a kid. Yeah, the last Falcon, like the Falcon I've got was really good because it opened right up really well. But yeah, the new one's good because it's a lot stronger as well. Not only have they closed the gaps, they've made it pretty robust as well. That's one thing with the version I've got, is if you held it at the back in just the wrong place, you ended up having to rebuild half the Millennium Falcon. Kind of like the same problem the big one has. You drop that, you've got to rebuild it. And I know a few people who have dropped theirs. I still put that on the list of sets I'd like to own, but I really cannot justify it unless you can get it at the same price that Amazon in the States had it for in the Black Friday sales, which apparently sold out within about 2 minutes. And I'm fairly certain probably 2/3 of the people that bought it were scalpers to go and sell somewhere else. It wasn't actually people who wanted the set, which is a shame. Yeah, that's a fair comment. That is a fair comment. Oh yeah, the original Ninja Turtles. My eldest Joss has been watching She loves the Ghostbusters cartoon. Remember the real Ghostbusters? She absolutely loves that. She also loves Lego Ghostbusters too. So at some point, I'm gonna have to get the other Ghostbusters car. Alrighty, where are we up to? All the parts I need here and here. Nothing better than the original. No. The original Transformers. Sorry, gonna say it. I know, controversial. I'm a massive Transformers fan. Huge. I've got the collector's edition of the original cartoons that came in the box, like the original toys. That you could scan use the red bit of whatever it was on the back of it, and it would tell you the stats, and it had the stats of the box set on it. It was really cool. Such a nerd for things like that. Hello, Mock Brick. How are you, man? Where are we up to? This one. This goes on here. I do still want to try and get a camera behind me, kind of looking down, but I need to get an extension cable to do that one, so I'll try and do that for the next one. I was actually filming another video before I came on to do this one, so that's why I was slightly behind what I wanted. This is pretty cool, the tea house. Oh, no, wait, 2 more green bricks. So many green bricks. These new G.I. Joe. I was never massively into G.I. Joe. I tell you what I was into though. Mask Crusaders. They were good. That is one I would like to see come back. Voltron was good, and the reboot of Voltron on Netflix is amazing. If you haven't seen that, watch it. It's so good. So good. I'm actually about a season behind on that. Haven't been watching much telly, but I'll get back to it. Some of the modern junk is okay, but yeah, I agree. A lot of it's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I think a lot of the new stuff rots people's brains. It's like those dodgy channels on YouTube that target kids. Hey, had to say it, but those things are bad for kids. Now Lego channels are much better. I'm just, keen to prove that my channel's not for kids. See? It's for AFOLs. Oh, missed a piece. Hang on, gotta go back a step. I've got my thoughts on the creator set going up in a minute. After this, I'm going to go and put it live. I've just got to go and finish the thumbnail. I ran out of time. But I did realise watching the video, there's actually a a headless person on the top floor. So even Lego's trying to prove that Lego's not just for kids, clearly. You see that in my video though. There we go. Scale. Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just talking and... Who remembers Masked Crusaders? Come on, there must be someone who remembers Masked Crusaders and agrees with me that that was awesome. Mass crusaders working overtime all the time, fighting crime. Tracker's gonna lead the mission, and Spectrum's got such supervision. I'll stop singing now, but I still remember the theme tune, as you can tell. What have we got going in here? Do 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 do. There's actually a website I found. Biker Mice from Mars, loved it. Loved it. That was a great cartoon. Massively underrated. What else? SWAT Cats. Who remembers SWAT Cats? And another one I downloaded the other day, because someone's actually put the entire thing up on YouTube, was Ulysses 31. He's gone through and remastered all of the episodes off of his original VHS tapes because he loves the show that much. It's just pretty cool. So I went and got them. They're pretty good quality. Oh, it's quite fiddly, this bit. SWAT Cats was a good one. I loved SWAT Cats, although apparently they stopped making it because one of the like people behind it or who worked on it just decided it was just too violent, which I can understand. It was a bit violent in places, but it was so good. Shame they cancelled it. Can't really see what I'm doing here. I apologise. This is building the little tea shop. Putting these bits on the shelves. Fiddly little suckers. Your Biker Mice from Mars was hilarious because he always used to end up with the, whatever it was, the bad guy's building being blown up or fired into space or something completely random. It was so funny. That's a good cartoon. I have to track that one down. There's so many of them on like YouTube and things that you can watch. No one seems to be too bothered about the copyright on those ones anymore. Guess they just feel they go too much against modern values or something. Modern values of making mindless cartoons for kids. Even Thomas the Tank Engine's not that, it's not the same as it used to be. Oh, until one of those as well. Okay, so that's it. See all these things on YouTube, but does that need to be marked as targeting kids now? I'm confused. Actually, it's interesting reading up on the whole copper thing and how actually YouTube has done no one any favors in the way they have implemented the copper process, because actually most of us are fine, our content's fine. It's just the fact that YouTube didn't give us the general audience option. So it's not actually copper's fault now, not the FTC. It's actually YouTube have implemented something incorrectly, or not incorrectly, they've implemented something that basically meant they didn't have to spend any money doing it, by the sounds of it. If they put the age gate in like they needed to actually be fully compliant. So technically YouTube is still at risk because they haven't implemented copper properly, because they still can't validate the users, which is the biggest issue. only time will tell, but apparently, yeah, the FTC's really not like after channels like mine. They're really after those ones I mentioned earlier on, like the ones that are too cutesy. Hi kids, how are you? Let's go and do something absolutely mindless, and I'm going to do some stupid things, and I'm targeting you because I know if I do this, you'll watch it. Actually, I love the feature they rolled out the other day. Stickers. They rolled out stickers. What a poorly thought out, poorly timed idea. People can now add stickers to their conversation. So you're watching a live stream like this. You can actually go in and put a sticker on it. Yay! Just what you wanted to do, I bet. And everyone immediately turns around and points out that technically stickers are targeting kids, because kids love all that kind of thing. So somewhere along the lines, yeah. Do as we say, not as we do, I think is the correct term at that point. How are we doing here? I'll tell you what, there's a lot more parts in this bag than I thought. I didn't think this was going to take me this long. I was wrong. Captain Planet. Oh, but have you seen who plays Sergeant Rhodey in Iron Man, the replacement one? There's a Captain Planet on YouTube. Google it. It's hysterical. If you haven't seen it, Google it. It's just too funny. I'm not gonna say it here because it involves. Actually, no. If I swear, does that definitely make my video over 18? Guess it does. It's just like Captain Planet starts basically destroying people and things that people have made. Just turns around and says, "Fuck the planet." Yeah, which is quite appropriate for some humans. But anyway, recommend it. Wish I could remember the name of it. Hello, GJBricks. I don't think I've ordered from you. Actually, no, I haven't. I've ordered once or twice from the States because I live in Australia, and shipping from the States to Australia sometimes makes Bricklink less cost effective, as you can imagine. That being said, I got awesome parts that I couldn't get over here, which was amazing. You guys in the States have loads of stuff in your stores. The ones in Australia, unfortunately, are a bit limited, which is why I end up buying from overseas quite often, which is a shame. What are we up to? One. No. Thank you for dropping by. It's good to see people from all over the globe. It's funny, when I look at the statistics for my channel, something like America is my largest audience of my videos. I don't know if that's true on my streams or not. I've never actually looked at the streams. So overall for my audience, like the US is first, then I think it's the UK, which would make sense as I'm English, and then after that it's I think Canada, and then then it's Germany, strangely, and then like Canada and Denmark. Interesting spread of locations. Yeah, that sounds right. Don Cheadle. I'm rubbish on names. Yeah, Don Cheadle, Captain Planet, hysterical. Recommend it. So good. My wife actually introduced me to that video. It's so unfortunately it's kind of appropriate now, but when he did it, it wasn't appropriate, which was probably why it was so good. Right, where are we up to? Is that a dangly bit? Dangly bit. I always found that bit quite interesting. Sticker time. Haven't had to put a sticker on yet. This bag. Here we go. Where's my brick separator? There it is. Still the best way to put stickers on, unless you can be bothered to do Windex, which I can't. Perfect. Perfect 9 times out of 10 using that technique. Oh, isn't that pretty? See, stickers. Everybody needs to use stickers. There we go. I think that room's almost done. Oh, that door's going to be close. It is, isn't it? So inappropriate. Don Cheadle, Captain Planet. Oh dear. What would YouTube be without rubbish like that? There we go. La, la, la. My dog's come to join me. There we go, tea room. Quiet tonight, not many people around. I wonder if we're going to have a late one. Last time loads of people came on late. For some reason the last lot of time changes is bitten. Oh no, GJBricks beat me out. He got his creator video out before me. Well, there goes all my traffic. God. I tell you, he steals all of my subs, all of my traffic. Just kidding. I appreciate Jane. He was one of the inspirations behind me even starting a channel in the first place. So you go back and watch some of his early videos. He's really evolved over time. This is a great set. I love it. Might have to take it apart and rebuild it just because it's that much. It's that good. I really do hope that Lego does some more of these. I don't think it needs to be necessarily like Ninjago movie. It can just be like a Ninjago creator set or something. You know, it doesn't need to be part of the theme. I think they should definitely carry it on though. I think it's awesome. The Lego, the Ninjago city and the And this one, the Ninjago City Docks, are just amazing sets. And they're Lego's homegrown theme as well, unless there's some licensing rule that says they can't carry on building these, but I don't see why, because Lego owns the rights on Ninjago. Just make them Ninjago movies. Ninjago sets. It's looking pretty good though, look at that. It's a cool little build. I like the interior as well. I don't know if you can see that well there, but that interior looks pretty cool. Now, I did just realise something that I missed a step back, which is irritating because I've got to put my big thumbs in here now. I'd forgotten to put a line of pieces in here. And the annoying thing is I had actually realised that there was a load of those and thought that that was what they were for and didn't listen to myself. Hey, Tiago! It's a fiddly one. There's the tea room. It's pretty cool. You can't really see it. If you see it from, I don't know if you can see into that. It looks amazing inside. It's a good build. All the rooms on this are good so far. Right, what do I got to do now? It's like a little, almost like a bike rack on the top here. What are you doing up so early, man? Couldn't sleep, or you knew I had a live stream on and just had to come and say hi? It's the first time I've actually got the live stream thing, the new interface to work properly. Actually works quite well when it works. It's just never actually worked before. It's funny, YouTube's been pretty rubbish on their updates for this. I haven't been to that many places in the States, which makes me sad. I would like to go and spend some more time in the States. There's so many bits of it I'd like to go and visit. I'd love to have the time to do a road trip. Maybe when my kids have grown up and left home, I can actually start going on holiday again. Yeah. They'll have bankrupted me by that point, though. Oh, you say the sweetest things, Tiago. If anyone can't guess, I work with Tiago. Keeps telling me to build some Lego for the new office we're moving to. I need to move this one over here so it's behind me looking forward on what I'm building. Interesting technique. Putting that railing on upside down. Must be a prime time. Got loads of videos appearing from other people. Going to finish my one in a minute. I'm up to sticker 19 and 20. There's not more people around tonight. It's really strange. There's loads last week. Everyone's abandoning YouTube. I doubt that very much. There really is nothing else like YouTube out there for people to go and do. They've done so much great stuff and then they just seem to be happy to shoot themselves in the foot. Which is a shame. Hopefully they'll see sense. I didn't realise their CEO, I read the other day, was actually the person that recommended that Google buy YouTube in the first place. So she made that recommendation, and then a few years later ended up running it. Okay, what's next? Two of those. So much detail you won't even see because it's going to be on the inside. Like these newspapers, which are very fiddly to put in. Be very careful when you pick this set up. There's so many bits that move. So where does that go? It goes there like that. It's pretty cool. I'd be really worried about spilling my cup of tea. Oh, I put that on the wrong end. Whoopsie. Crafty. Oh, I'm not setting mine to kids because my everything I've read, this is not a kids channel. I've never targeted kids. I can show that my audience is not kids. Yeah, like there's nothing about my channel that goes against what Copper says. So, and I can prove everything about my channel is like, you know, even my audience, I can prove my audience is older than they specify. I did a poll, and a few people did say they were younger. I do wonder how many people were pressing that button just to be difficult, but like my content doesn't target kids. There's absolutely no reason for me to set my video to kids. The only time I will set my video to kids is the ones that feature my daughters, which is rightly so because they're classed as child actors under Copper. So the actual main problem is YouTube. YouTube is actually the problem because they haven't implemented Copper properly or fully. I won't say properly, they haven't put it in fully. They have done the least amount of work they possibly can to cover themselves, and that's all they've done. And unfortunately, in doing that, they've basically trying to throw creators under the bus. Now, channels like mine really will not be a problem because the only risk for me at the moment is that YouTube comes in and decides that my channel is targeting kids. That would be annoying because then they could actually shut my channel down, which, you know, obviously don't want. But for Copper's point of view, there's really no reason for them to ever really pay any attention to my channel because I'm not posting. You can watch any of my videos and you can see it's not targeting kids. I just talk about Lego, and from what the FTC people have said in numerous interviews and things like that, that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for those channels that were so obviously designed to appeal to kids and had content that clearly was sponsored and things like that they weren't declaring as sponsored properly. You know, it's like one of the channels, it's like 80% of what was on that channel was sponsored. I think it was like silly like that. So it's two very angry kids in this one. Both angry. It will be interesting to see how it plays out, though. It'll be interesting to see if they do anything. So I let their bot thing run on my channel, and it flagged a couple of videos. It's like, okay, it's a bit annoying. Then I went through and turned off what they'd flagged because I disagreed with it. But then I let it run again later on, and it flagged different videos. So clearly their bot thing is absolutely useless. You know, and that proves like YouTube can't enforce what they're trying to say because they can't actually do it properly, which is what a lot of other people have experienced. It's crazy. And the stupid thing is, YouTube did something wrong. I mean, YouTube, what they've tried to do is cover themselves, but actually they haven't. The only way they're going to cover themselves is with a proper age gate. From everything I've read and watched, that's like, really, that's the only way they're going to protect themselves. Because if a creator gets found to be breaching it, actually YouTube is still breaching it. And that's what a lot of the sort of lawyers have come in and said too. It's like YouTube is still on the hook. So they need to do it properly. They're going to have to do it properly. Your mum said you can watch it for a few minutes this morning as long as this is a child-friendly stream. Unfortunately, it's not a fucking child-friendly stream. I'm sorry. Oh, damn it. Just killed my monetization. No, kidding. That shouldn't impact my monetization. Hi, Robin. How are you? Just in case anyone wonders, Robin is a... Actually, I was going to make a joke, but I don't actually know how old you are, Robin, so I can't make the joke I was going to make. What did you do to get your mum to let you watch YouTube this morning? Did you take breakfast in bed? Yeah, it is a good set. We're talking about the... it's got a lot of stickers. This is on a par with... This is on a par with Ninjago City for stickers, as you would expect. Not quite as many as Ninjago City, but still quite a lot. That's the other door. Lost the door. It's got to be in here somewhere. Nearly as old as your brother. It's really quiet this morning. Where is everybody? I got all of 6 people watching my stream. It's not very many at all. Hey, as long as you guys are all watching the ads and clicking on them, I don't care. No, I'm kidding. I do have ads turned on for this video, but I have all of the in-video ones turned off because, my goodness, they're annoying. You might see an occasional banner, but... I actually have to go and do my Christmas shopping for my parents tomorrow, and then I actually post it on Monday and pray it gets to the UK in time. I was almost organised, but I was gonna go last weekend and do it, but my wife was working and it meant I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which is a shame. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow, even though she's again working tomorrow somehow. I've got to try and figure out how to do it with 3 kids. It should be fun. Anybody with children knows how hard having children is to get anything done, and it actually gets exponentially harder the more children you have, funnily enough. So we shall see. I did, however, manage to keep them quiet today for a good hour I bought a load of stuff from one of the craft shops here for them to make some Christmas cards, and they went dutifully ahead and made Christmas cards for mum, for grandparents, it was good. And it kept them quiet for a good half an hour so I could actually get the baby settled for a nap. So it wasn't really half an hour. It's been a busy day today, I'm tired. Anyone who thinks having children on a weekend is easy is very much mistaken. Why am I singing Raiders of the Lost Ark? Where did that come from? I'm looking forward to when my kids are old enough to watch movies like that and bust out such classics like The Goonies. Don't you mean they should be buying you Lego? Do your kids buy you Lego? If not, they should. I actually used Christmas as an excuse for my kids to get me a couple of things I wanted that were on sale in the Black Friday. I'm looking for pieces over here, I think. Yep, there it is. Mrs. H buys you Lego. Oh, that's nice. My wife doesn't buy me Lego. She never knows what to get me because I've usually bought the ones I want on sale and she can't keep up with how I find all the sales. So I've been pretty lucky with the sales. Humming Bluey. I don't know if anyone here has ever seen Bluey, but it's one of the best Australian cartoons. It's just such a delight to watch. I think I mentioned this before, but every episode is amazing. It's got such good Australian humour in it as well. Definitely definitely some of the best bits of Australia in it. Oh no, I put that one in the wrong place. Yeah, it goes there. Where is everyone today? 5 people. I have to turn the stream off in a minute. There's no point in running it. I'm kidding. It's nice having you guys here. I'm sure a few people will dial in as well. It's usually get a spread of people over time. Trouble with Saturday morning as well. I'd love to do this on a Friday, to be honest, but the best time for me to do it would be actually my Saturday morning, but that's impossible because I've got 3 children. There's absolutely no way I'll be able to do a stream with 3 children. Well, I would be able to. It would be a stream with 3 children in it. Almost certainly. Speaking of which, I might have to, if my, no, I don't remember that awful detective show, thankfully. Sounds like I dodged a bullet there. From your description's not selling it. trying to think. I used to. What did I used to watch? I used to watch. What was it called? Going round the twist. Was it Round the Twist? The kids show. Have you ever felt like this? How strange things happen? Are you going round the twist? That one. That was a good show. I don't really remember many Australian shows growing up, other than obviously the obligatory Neighbours and Home and Away. You know, one thing that amazes me about Neighbours is the fact that it still looks exactly the same now as it did 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Somehow they have managed to make it look exactly the same now, even with modern equipment, as it did back then. How is that? How is that possible? It's like they paid extra just to make it look like it's never changed. It was about an Aboriginal police detective, but it was played by a white man in black. Oh, that's disgraceful. That is unforgivable. At least Australia's woken up to all of that kind of shit. That's pretty disrespectful. Who thought that was a good idea? But that's one they've tried to forget. I wonder who made that. It would be terrible if that was an ABC show. ABC obviously being the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. What are we up to? This one, I'm going to do 4 of those. What am I going to do next? I'm guessing bags 18 and 19 are basically just going to be the roofs on these. The roof on that one's cool. Looking forward to that one. It was appalling and so disrespectful. It shows how much attitudes have changed, isn't it? There's absolutely no way you'd be allowed, you'd even consider that as acceptable now. My stream quality. Hey, my stream quality is excellent. I've never had excellent before. I'm sorry about the actual quality of my video, but my stream quality is good. That's the important thing. Oh, Mr. Teacup goes in there. Good morning, Ninjago. Two of those. Any more from that one? Nope. Diddly-doo. I must be more tired than I realised last night. My little baby's sick at the moment. It's funny, I think she's teething, but she's like really struggling with it because she's I I never realised this. Interesting parenting fact. When children are teething, they quite often get hot and get like they'll have massive rashes on their bums caused by the teething. It's so strange. So strange. Okay, I've just done the wrong piece. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. You. They've probably tried to bury it. I would if I'd been responsible for something that bad. Building quickly. Sorry, I should have this. I've been building this set for well 6 weeks now because I didn't do it last week. I had 2 weeks where I didn't build, so I've been building this for 6 weeks now. I feel like I should be like drawing to a close. Oh my God, no one's around tonight. What is going on? Yeah, I think my little one gets it as well because, well, obviously my 2 older ones both go to preschool, so she gets sort of my middle one gets hit with one lot of bugs that she's not used to. My eldest is pretty good. She tends to be okay most of the time now, but when she gets hit hard, which is expected. But my middle one seems to get quite a few bugs at the moment. So, but she's only 4, so she's only been going to preschool for 6 months now, I think it is. So it'd be understandable that she's struggling a little bit with it. But then the poor baby comes home and she gets hammered by both of them. Poor thing. I'd like to think she's going to have a rock solid immune system by the end of this. That being said, she was born, her and my middle daughter were both born 6 weeks prematurely. I think it was 6 weeks. So that's pretty neat. That's a very neat little building technique for the roof there, isn't it? The slopes on that. That's really good. I like that. Very tidy. Yes, so many techniques in these sets. So, who's going to be getting the new Creator modular that was announced today? Me. Missed the step again. I do find myself wondering how much of like these things I'm going to remember when I'm older, when the kids are grown up. And I've had my kids quite old. I think it's quite old. I mean, I was 37. I think I was 37 when we had our first one. Which is pretty old. I now find myself going, I can't imagine what I'd be doing now if I didn't have my kids in my life. I mean, there are days where I kind of would like to not have kids so I can actually sleep in on a Saturday morning and things like that, you know. Go to bed at a ridiculous o'clock and not have to worry about it in the morning because I can just wake up when I feel like it. Jang's mastered the art of saying a lot without saying a lot, which, you know, hats off to him. He's got quite a calm therapeutic voice, so it's pretty easy to listen to. My preview of that set is only 8.5 minutes, which will be going live after this stream. So as soon as I finish this stream, I'll go and put it live. I just needed to do the thumbnail and the description and it's good to go. It's funny though, I recorded it like 3 times because I wasn't happy with it. Surprising how long it takes to record an audio video and then go and put all the images and things in for it. And especially when you don't do it every day. Adds up. Garlic, hello! You're just out seeing Santa. Well, that makes a change. You're not at a birthday party. You're usually at a birthday party when you dial in. That was me last week. We had, what did we have? No, we've had a birthday party most weekends recently. It's actually the first weekend in a while where we haven't had one. My eldest used to be scared of Santa. It was quite funny. Didn't really understand why, but she was terrified of him. So yeah, she was absolutely, it was so weird. My middle one, Callie's never been scared of him. She's pretty solid as my Callie. She's not scared of much. Except the stove. For some reason she's scared of the stove at the moment. Don't know why. Don't know what happened there. She just is. Is this piece? This is quite a lot of building going on for something I can't really tell what it does yet. Must be tired. Missing pieces. Say hi to Santa. Gotta take my kids somewhere. Don't know where I'm gonna take them. So many Santas around. It's like he's a clone army. Wait a minute. Maybe he is. It's a Sith. It's a Sith conspiracy. My goodness, no. Just ruined Christmas. What sticker am I up to now? Number 6. That's going to be on this sheet. No one's saying anything. Is anyone still there? Apparently there's still 4 people watching. pretty low. There we go. Oh, I see. Pretty involved. Drinks machine. Who'd have thought? Motoring along now. Keep the motor running out there on the highway. The question is anyone else going to come on and say hello? Ooh, that's a good trick. Hinge on the door. That's a good trick if that does what I think it's going to do. I swear, whenever I build mocks, I require a lot more bricks than Lego sets seem to need. Didn't look like there were that many pieces in this box, but clearly there was. Oops. Clearly there's a lot more than I realised. I feel like I'm talking to myself at the moment. That piece. Number 28. Where are you? Winner. Chicken dinner. 20. There it is. That's the exact opposite way round to the way I thought it was. Everyone's out Christmas shopping today. That's what it's going to be. That's a neat trick. I like that. The hinge on the front there, how that works. Very good. Couple of railings. Douglas McBricken, hello. There's not many people around tonight. It's a quiet night, sorry. I'm just quietly building, see who's around. There's a long stream. Christmas get-togethers. Well, that's what I reckon. Everybody's watching. Yeah, everybody's out doing Christmas shopping and things at the moment. That's why no one's around. Anyway, I was going to build the set, so it doesn't matter. If people want to say hi, they can, and if they're not around, that's fine as well. How are you, sir? Mr. I've got 18 of this set. Was that you? That was you, wasn't it? Obviously 18's an exaggeration. I did almost get a third one at the hospital the other day because Kmart had it on super special. But they actually cancelled my order because by the time they went to fulfill it, they'd actually sold all the ones they had in the shop, which is really annoying. So I'm going to have to make do with building a hospital with a big hospital mock with only 2 hospitals, not 3. Which will still be good. I've got a few extra pieces that'll make it awesome. You go on there. Where's that go? It clips onto there, I guess. Can't really see. Barefoot lawn bowls. No, I thought lawn bowls was meant to be barefoot. Wait, have people been lying to me all these years? That's rather nifty. I like that. So many good details on this set. God, I haven't done lawn bowls for years. When was the last time? I did it for my mate's stag do. About 2 years. No, actually, it's probably about 4 years ago now. I think it was actually Paddington Bowls just before that shut down. Because that's gone now, isn't it? Oh, you live in Sydney, you'll know that one. Paddo Bowls. Got shut down because the neighbours didn't like the noise. Bah, humbug. Understandable though, it was a good place to go for a drink. Where does that go? So that goes there. Oh, I'm going to put 2 of those on there. Did they appear? Oops, must be tired. I completely missed 2 huge parts. Hey Brick Studios, how are you, mate? Well, so you've just woken up and had someone from Tennessee in. It was 6 what was it? No, 5:40 in the morning. He'd just woken up. Then he was going back to bed. Appreciate people stopping by to say hello. I don't really need that, but I love it when you see sets like this where you can see how much fun the designers have clearly had with all the graphics and things like that. Like, I know people hate the stickers, but really it's like all the posters and stuff in this set and Ninjago City as well look fantastic. Really is the Lego designers letting loose on their own franchise, which is why I like Ninjago. I think Ninjago is a really good theme personally. I used to be big into Exoforce, which was the one that came before Ninjago, that was a good theme but didn't quite have the traction that Ninjago's had. So I believe with Ninjago they did some they went and did some extra kind of research, and if I can remember correctly, it was something like they included adults in it. And lawn bowls noisy, yeah. Believe it or not, lawn bowls at Paddle Bowls was noisy. Oh no, I feel like I'm getting a cold again. Ugh. Goes there, that goes there. Oh, I've got to do a plant. I like the way they've hidden the mechanism to push the signs are all under here, and the mechanism to push them out is this, and they've covered it up with this vine to make it look like it's overgrowing. Nice little detail. God, it keeps going. Vending machine now, got to fill that up. That's nifty. Right, am I supposed to leave that in there? Clever. Alright, is that all of that? What is all of that? Going on the roof. Oh, it goes on the back. Interesting. Gotta bring the building forward now. No, that means I'm going to have to adjust my city because it actually goes back further than I realised. Now we're up to the roof. This should be interesting. Oh, this one's got... Oh, it's another one of those squid things. I call that quite a work of art. The kind of balloon on top of the building that had to do the same thing for Ninjago City. Hey, how many people are still in the stream? Very quiet. No one's saying anything. What's going on? Talk to me. Gonna have to start channeling Team America in a minute. No, I can't do that. It would be inappropriate. And I'm not that inappropriate. Oh, there it is. One of those, and one of those. And one of those too. Okay. Right, so what happens? That in there, that in there, that in there. There we go. Hey, Mr. Mimpers Lego fan. How are you? Thank you for dropping by. It's a quiet stream, I'm afraid. I think everyone's out Christmas shopping today. Oh, arcade. Building an arcade. Yeah. I love arcades. On my list of mocks I want to build is an arcade. Kind of like Flynn's arcade from Tron or something like that. That would be awesome. It's my dream to one day have an arcade cabinet, probably with a MAME system in it, so I can just play lots of classic games. I have to wait till I'm retired before I have time to do anything like that. Would be good though. Come in. I like YouTube's recommendations about stream. It's like, oh, your stream was excellent. Then it drops down and they go, oh, we recommend you do this. It's like, but I don't control the internet. I can't control how fast it streams. As it goes, I'm actually doing this streaming via my mobile phone because it's the fastest upload in my house. Oops, wrong side, that side. Number 15. Junkbot. What have I marked my channel as? I have marked my channel as I will decide on every video that they are not targeting kids. And no, my channel's not targeting kids. I've watched and read so much about the copper stuff, and this channel is nothing to do with children. Nothing. Nada. Actually, the biggest risk to my channel is YouTube. It's actually YouTube deciding that my channel is not what I say it is. That's the biggest risk. So, if for some reason the FTC flags my channel, I have empirical evidence to show that I don't target. Well, one, I don't target kids. That's the first thing. I've never targeted kids. There's never the intention for my channel. My channel was always a general interest channel. And my statistics say I don't have anybody in that age bracket. So I barely have anyone under 18 apparently. Oh, another arcade. So yeah, I've set mine to general. I've set mine to video by video. Now on my videos, I have set. I said it. I was saying earlier on. I turned on the. I turned on YouTube's auto classification thing, and it came back and said that a chunk of my videos were targeting kids. So I turned them off, and I turned that thing off, and then turned it back on again, and let it run again on my channel. And it flagged different videos. It's like so. It's a pretty useless system. It has no idea what it's analyzing, so hence why I say that YouTube is currently the biggest threat to my channel, because YouTube can just turn the channel off in a heartbeat. But I'm not going to set it to for kids, because it's not. Mine's not made for kids. I don't target kids. I will build with Lego, and the FTC clearly says general interest is fun. We understand that general interest is a thing. The actual biggest problem is that YouTube hasn't implemented the FTC guidelines properly. They've implemented part of it to save themselves money by the sounds of it. So for them to actually properly legally implement FTC, they need to have an age gate on videos. And apparently, you know, that's going to cost them money to do that one. So they haven't done it. So they've put something in place that basically makes creators responsible for the channel. But actually, YouTube is still responsible because they haven't actually gone out of their way to actually verify how old people are. So even if you say, you know, you just can't guarantee that people are what they say they are, because they're using... they're not being checked properly. Anyway, that is my argument, and I'm sticking by it. So I will keep my... I'm going to do some other videos that are like definitely less, potentially less kid friendly, but you know, I don't do videos for kids. I just don't. I can never have. I build with Lego because I love Lego. I love, you know, all of my friends. I've got lots of adult friends who Lego, who, you know, similar to me, have had, shall we say, a need to have an outlet such as Lego, and that's why I started doing this. I started Lego as a way for me to build up my YouTube channel was started as a way for me to build up my confidence as a in presenting. That was why I did it. I had done it as a way to actually, you know, become more confident presenting to people and talking, and you know, I did it because of the community side of things, and I did it because I love Lego, and I've always loved Lego, and it was a good excuse to get back into it. Never did it to target kids or anything like that. Now, I always wanted it to make a little bit of money, and it is actually making some money at the moment. But, you know, to be perfectly honest, as a parent, I actually don't mind my kids being served targeted ads. I would rather they were served targeted ads that are relevant to them than something that's relevant to the video they're watching. Like that. And I think you'll find that most parents agree with us, and it's like a couple of parents whinged about something and everybody's paying the price for it. Actually, I don't think the people that actually whinged about it were even parents. They just didn't have anything to whinge about that week, so they whinged about something. Now, I'm absolutely not condoning what YouTube was doing. YouTube should be going out of its way to verify who users are. They should be, absolutely. And that's what they didn't do. And that's not like a job of a creator to go and say, well, this might be about kids because, like, it's got something in it. Actually, I should be able to say my channel, my video is not aimed at those people. Don't show it to them. That's what YouTube needs to do. That's the general consensus. I don't think the FTC even understands what YouTube is. Yeah, JC is alive. As soon as he posted his video, I sent him a message and say, right, you can't keep ignoring me, dude. They said he's just been insanely busy. Doing lots of things, which is why he's not been online. He's not had any time to shoot videos. Alright, mate. Thanks for dropping by. Good to say hello. Where are you? Have a fabulous day. Oh no, wait, hang on. No. What time is it where you are? Hang on, you're Australia, aren't you? You're in where are you in Australia? I've forgotten. You're in New South Wales as well, aren't you? And I've been enjoying some of the piss takes of the government in the UK, but it's pretty sad that it's gotten to that point. What were your thoughts on the new modular Garligade? And how long have you got left for Santa? quiet night tonight. Everyone is out doing Christmas shopping. Must be. I still don't have the last modular. I don't have the last two modulars actually. And I've still got the brick bank to build. I must build that at some point. Maybe that'll be my next live stream. My next 18-part live stream. As JC puts it. Doing fast now. What time is it? 11:45. Not too bad. Where is everyone? Yeah, I said I'll get the corner garage when it goes on a extreme discount at some point. I'm really not in that much of a rush to get it. I'd like to get the dino. I like the dino. I think the dino's a good looking set. The garage I thought was a bit meh. I don't dislike it, but it's not one that's like, you know... The Parisian restaurant was fantastic. I thought the detective's office is still one of my favourites. The Assembly Square is an absolutely outstanding set. You know, I think those are all good ones. The garage, meh. I even thought the dyno was good. There's a lot of details in the dyno I really like as well. Froggy. Oh, Ariel. Did not expect that. Are there any more G? I've got the yeah, I've got the Parisian and the detective's office, and I think the detective's office was better. I know a lot of people really like the Parisian restaurant, but to me the detective's office was better, personally. I think that's because I like the style of architecture better as well. That being said, I almost bought a second Parisian restaurant the other day because it was on a ridiculous sale at one of the shops here. I resisted. I was good. Evidently, there's a helicopter hovering near my house at the moment. I always get worried when you hear helicopters. Somewhere where you wouldn't expect to have a helicopter. Yeah, don't rush any of those sets. They're all good. I actually considered taking a couple of mine apart so I could rebuild them, just because they're that good. Okay, that helicopter is actually near enough over my house now. You can probably hear that noise in the background. Yep, I was right. That helicopter was about 500 meters from my house. That is not something you see every day. Well, that's fiddly. Yeah, it's very strange because all the smoke over the city, like in the middle of the afternoon, it's like twilight. It's the weirdest thing. The absolute weirdest thing. And the smoke's pretty horrific. The apparently we've had the worst air quality in the world while it's been going on, so that's impressive. The worst air quality in the world. Yeah, I've actually been all right with it. It hasn't really affected my lungs or anything like that. And obviously the fire is. I live in the city, so I'm like not close to where it's happening. But I do have friends that have been impacted by it. So one of my friends, one of my wife's best friends' parents have a farm, and literally the fire was up to the edge of their land the other day. So we're supposed to be having her birthday party there tonight, but that got canned because of the fires. So the smoke's been bad. There's been some days where, you know, apparently an hour, one of the stats the other day said an hour outside in the smoke was the equivalent of smoking 3 packets of cigarettes. It's gives you an indication of how bad it was. So yeah, it's been an experience. And apparently, well, tomorrow's okay, and then next week, or tomorrow the weather's going to be better, so their firefighters are going to be trying to get ahead of it. So there's, I don't know if you saw in the news, but one of the fires now is actually as big as the whole of Sydney. It's just insane. When you say it like that, you just realise that it's just a ridiculously large fire. And what's really annoying is the politicians are not saying anything about it. They're all trying to get on with they actually seem to be using it as a distraction to get on with other things they're trying to push through on their agendas. Rather than, you know, and none of them will admit that it's anything to do with climate change or anything like that. They're still saying it's not that. Just frustrating. How little they care. Or at least it feels like they don't care. Where does that go? It goes there. Oh, that doesn't look right. Something like that. Shouldn't matter. Oof, it's a fiddly bit, this bit. Putting the pufferfish thing. Well, apparently doesn't look like we're going to get much rain for a while. So the stupid thing is, last year at this time of year we were drowning. There was so much water coming from the sky. It was like torrential every day. And then this year it's absolutely parched. It's insane how. I mean, that's part of the problem is because last year was just so wet and lush. Everything's grown really well. And now there's no water, nothing's growing right. So, yeah, there was one point where Adorable, hello! Yeah, there was one point where a lake in the middle of Australia that hadn't had water for a long time suddenly had water in it again, you know. And now we've got major fires. Apparently they're saying they're not expecting any significant rainfall in Australia or on over here till probably January sometime. I'd like to know how they can forecast that far ahead, but anyway, apparently January. So, yeah, not good. We're not all doomed. Elon Musk will save us. I've already booked my kids on the Mars Express. We can go and live there. There's no atmosphere there for us to mess up, so yeah, got yeah, just, you know, I'm not a very religious person. I'm not religious at all, actually. Yeah, so I sound very religious, but it really irritates me that the Prime Minister of this country was praying for rain. It's like, you know, rather than actually trying to do something about climate change and things like that, he's gone and prayed. Because that's going to work, really. I know that's a bit controversial. I'm sorry if that upsets anyone, but kind of irked me that was his response to a situation. And despite all of this, he's still one of those people that's denying that climate change is a problem. You know, it's just crazy. There's some kind of an agenda there. And I don't think it involves the good of the country, personally. But there we go, that works better. Change the design slightly. Oh yeah, it would be bloody awesome if he could pray and actually work. It actually did something, but we all know that's not going to happen. Well, apart from him. It's just crazy how these smart people can do such stupid things. Ah. There we go. Oh my god, I'm on the final bag, everybody. Woohoo! Well, everybody who's left in my stream, which isn't many people. Good, because as soon as I finish this, I can go and do my other video that I was halfway through doing. See you, Garligate. Say hi to Santa. Tell him I've been good. Alright, mostly good. Alright, average. La 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 da. Hey Ruth, you'll appreciate this. I had someone from Tennessee on earlier on who had a Bricklink store. Got a true multinational live stream going on tonight. You're editing and watching. I gotta go and finish editing. Well, no, sorry, I've done the editing. I've done a comment piece on the new creator set, but I need to actually do the thumbnail for it and put it live. Oh, and the description. I haven't done the description yet. Need to do the description. What video are you doing? I got myself this nice microphone, which I'm using for this stream. I hope my audio is exceptionally better. JC, you're still alive. Number 5 is alive. Great movie. I hope my kids like that movie when I make them watch it. Notice my use of the word make them watch it. Tayshawn, hello. Oh man, everyone's coming on now. I'm nearing the end. I was convinced everybody was out Christmas shopping. That, or in reality, no one likes my channel. Maybe that's it. Oh, welcome to Euphoria. Hello. I have been going for 2 hours, yes. It's a big set. Can't rush it. I'm probably building. I'm not like a super fast builder. It's like I read books. I read books very deliberately. Like I can, when it comes to textbooks and things like that, I tend to skim read it. But when it comes to sort of novels and things like that I enjoy reading, I tend to read them quite slowly and deliberately. You know, I tend to be one of those people who reads every single word on the page and Means I read very slowly, but it means I get as much enjoyment as possible out of what I'm doing, what I'm reading. I'll tell you one thing though, I stubbed my little toe earlier on and I keep catching it under the table and it absolutely is so painful. Ow. Ow. Oh, I just kicked a box under the table and it agony. Excuse me a minute. Oh. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to get rain. Apparently it's going to be cooler tomorrow, but I don't think we've got any rain coming. It's not good. It's not good. I was saying earlier on, it's absolutely ridiculous when you consider how much rain we had a couple of years ago. It was ridiculous. Now here we are, burning to a crisp. And the state is so unprepared for it. That's what bothers me. The state's so unprepared for it. You know, there's so many things they could have done to improve things like water, but obviously the parched land is a different problem. That's related to some policies. I didn't realise they'd stopped back burning, which has been a massive problem here. So because they've stopped back burning, or they stopped back burning in like national parks and things, and because of that, there's nothing to stop the fires basically. So the fires just you've got just burn and burn and burn. Do 3 of those. Okay. You're about to get some snow. What? Man, I've got family who live in Spain, and they're drowning. They've got floods at the moment again. It's just ridiculous. Anybody who says it's not climate change is okay, I can understand the argument that it's cyclical on the planet, but actually it probably is a certain amount of that, but at the same time the amount of crap that we pumped into the atmosphere would have made it a lot worse. There's absolutely no denying that. Well, I just hope we can fix it. Yeah. What do you mean? What would they know about it? Robin Robin Hull was on here earlier on, and I was talking about, I can't remember what I was talking about, good Australian TV shows, and then he mentioned a bad one. It was, what was it called? I can't even remember the name of it, but it was from like back in the 80s or something like that, and it was about an Aboriginal cop, but it was actually played by a white guy with black makeup on. How disgusting is that? That was considered okay. Didn't do very well apparently, but just blows my mind how things have changed. Dick. Did that flat earth muppet ever get his rocket to take off? Bunch of idiots. That's a good one, JC. Appreciate that one. Thanks, mate. I feel like there should be a department that, like, the minute someone makes a comment like, yeah, like the flat earth people say, there should be like a department that comes around to their house and sterilizes them there and then. That's a good idea. That'd make a great movie. How we combated idiocracy. I can still hear that helicopter. Sorry, anyone who wasn't here earlier on, there was a helicopter flying quite close to my house, and it's still actually there. Go figure. Oh no, they found me. Pretty cool little turret thing on this roof. It reminds me a bit of the building in E.T. for some reason. E.T. phone home. 36. 46. Yeah. Well, JC, I mean, I'm glad you've moved on from Scientology. That's good. It's progress. Oh, I actually have a sticker left. I've missed a sticker somewhere. Go through and find out where that one came from. Some good parts left on that. Hey, I finished it. JC. It didn't take me 15. I didn't have to do it in 37 steps like you predicted. Man. Now I'm coming to the end. Yeah, 1984. No, I don't think they went that far in 1984 though. Although I think some people would like us to be living in that kind of environment. I have a sticker left. I don't know where it goes. It would be really good if they gave you like a map of all the stickers and where they go. Then you don't have to go through the entire instruction manual to find one sticker. Oh, what does it look like? I reckon that is going to be in the gym. I can hear the sarcasm in you saying that, JC. But thanks. I reckon it's in that bit. Let's see if I can find it. And then be annoyed because it's a really hard sticker to put in. I could just have a spare sticker. I could do a review. I actually got halfway through doing a review of the Ninjago City set as well, and then I kind of stopped because it's such a big review. And I was just worried, like, you need to do like a 5-part review of it. Also, it doesn't help that it's a retired set now. Can't buy it in you can't buy it in Australia anymore. It's gone. I know they had some good deals on it in America during Black Friday, but over here, go to the Lego store, it's gone. Not in. I think it might still be in the shop, possibly, but that's not the same as online over here. It's different. Annoyingly. There's number 12. Oh, I thought I'd found it. No. Oh well. Have to have a look for it. Yeah, everyone was really worried about you, JC, because you were like not replying. Everyone was asking me if I'd spoken to you. I'm like, no. Doesn't respond to me. That one? Maybe that one? Possibly. Number 7. Ah. Hey, GJBricks. Everyone's coming online just as I'm finishing up. Oh well. Sailor V. Got the most people on the stream now I've had the entire time. And it's 12:20 at night. Just think about going to bed. My kids will be awake in 4 hours. I wish that was a joke. I wish that was a joke. Oh, there it is. Found it. And it's in a really inconvenient place. Oh, actually it might not be that bad. Let's have a look. Alright, let's see if I can get this sticker into the spot it needs to be without having to take the whole thing apart. I did it! Yay! Good news, everybody, I fixed my sticker problem. I know you were all deeply troubled by that. There we go. And we're done. We're done. Woohoo! Ninjago City Docks is complete. Oh no, I'm sad now. I do really hope they bring out another one. That would be good. That would be good. That better? You can hear me now. Can I not? Yeah, JC says that. He was here from the beginning. He loves my streams, really. It's an OBS fail. Because I'm using this other microphone, it wasn't set up on the second screen that I just switched to. So, that was why. I can promise you I won't do the drop test. I won't do the drop test on purpose. JC, I appreciate your support as always. Thank you, mate. Dick. Am I using mobile Wi-Fi 2G? Thanks for that. What is everyone digging at me for? No, I'm on an Australian 4G connection, which is about the same as 3G everywhere else. No, I'm on a 4G connection. According to YouTube, my stream quality is good at the moment. I have to use my mobile phone for my streaming because my internet connection is not fast enough. Well, correction, my Wi-Fi to this room isn't fast enough. I need to somehow get cable to get decent internet to where I'm filming and not have to rely on my phone. Would be good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. I wanted to get the new version of this one, but only came out this week, and it was actually, this one is the older nano one, not the old one, the nano one, and it was like half the price, or less than half the price of the newest one in one of the sales over the weekend. So I got it because I'd been wanting to get a mic anyway, because I want to do more talking pieces. So yeah, it's a good mic. Seems to be pretty good. A blue. We're now down to the quality of the eyesight built into my computer, which is not the. I swear it should be higher than that. Anyway, we will see. Come back to the UK. Well, I've supposedly got 50 megabits a second upload, but it's not that. It's my house. The Wi-Fi is at the opposite end of the house to where I'm sitting. That's the problem. So when I move rooms, it will be better because it'll be right next to the Wi-Fi. This is the Blue Yeti Nano microphone. What's a touch screen? Is that, no, I don't know. Is that like, do you need a stylus for that? I mean, in the UK, you have whoppers on the side of buses as well. So one of my friends is a politician. He's in the UK. He's a politician, and he's representing the local one of the local constituents, and he met Boris Johnson the other day, and he put a photo up, and he's proud as punch to obviously met the Prime Minister, and then all the comments were like, in this photo, one man's actually capable of running this country. Watching it from afar, I don't like either of you politicians at the moment. Doomed either way. Australia's got the same problem. That's if you can find a bus outside London. Oh dear. What, did they reroute all the ones outside London for Brexit campaigning? That sucks. Hey, but everyone outside of London got Brexit like they wanted. It's not going to do them any good, but they got it. Alright guys, I'm going to say goodnight because I need to go finish another video and I probably should go to sleep. So, thank you for joining me tonight. JC, I'm sorry it went on so long. But it's good to know you're still alive and around. It's good to know. Hopefully we'll see you a bit more. You've got no Uber in, like I saw that. Uber don't do themselves any favours. They really don't. Anyway, you just got up. I'm just going to go to bed. Actually, I'm going to go to bed and then one of my kids will wake up. That's what usually happens. Thank you for joining me tonight, guys. Have a great day, whatever you're doing, or great sleep if you're going to bed, or enjoy your morning coffees if you've just got up. And I'll see you next week.